Welcome to the week one draft preview or draft team preview that I will be bringing to week one. Starting off with our Habonberry Miraidon. Lets us actually live Draco into Breaking Swipe from booster speed gouging fire, which leads perfectly into our Driftblim here, who has enough speed investment to outspeed gouging fire speed inside of Sun. Let's just be just barely faster. We can never be faster than Venusaur. However, our HP and Spadef EVs lets us live Terrafire, Life Orb, Weather Ball. Only way they can kill us in this week is if they are choice specs Terrafire, Weather Ball, which I highly doubt they are going to be bringing. Up next, we have Tony Stark, the Iron Hands. Very defensive, very standard set, minus one thing you might see here. First off, we are Shuka Berry. We want this thing to pretty much take out the one and most important counter in this entire week one, which is Tinglu. Tinglu is a detriment to this team in general. I have a whole lot of special attackers, so we are hopefully praying that our boy 20 Stark here can deal with this. So we want to be able to live one Shuka Berry from a stopping tantrum, and then we can Terra Water and hopefully see how the rest of the game goes. We are actually only fighting moves this week because I never really saw any reason to bring either Wild Charge or anything where Low Kick is naturally just 2-hit KOing Koraidon. It's OHKOing Tinglu as we have Terrain up. And we're just doing big damage all around. We do have Brick Break, however, in case they decide to bring for Bombi with screens. That was a big factor in my prep with screens and having no way to deal with them. But yeah, up next we have Ghostbuster, our Ursa Little Blood Moon, running the choice specs. Mainly so that Moonblast is a 2-hit KO on to Tinglu. Like I said, Tinglu is a very big detriment to our team, and we want to get rid of it as soon as possible this week. And also just giving it normal coverage moves like Blood Moons, Hyper Voice, and Earth Power. The thing's just supposed to come in, hit like a truck. We have just enough speed EVs to outspeed Koraidon at max speed if we're in Tailwind from our Driftblim. We also have Rain Dance to show off that sun, yada yada. Up next, we have what I think is probably one of the most interesting sets I brought to this week, and it's actually Steel Beam Life Orb Iron Crown, with enough speed investment to pretty much outrun anything inside of terrain, regardless, except for obviously Venusaur, but that's when we are Terra Water. We can hopefully Terra out of whether we need to get out of Weather Ball, Earth Power, or pretty much anything. But the big thing about Steel Beam is that I am very, very confident that they will bring Terra Fairy Tinglu. You always want to be Terra Fairy if you're in front of a Miraidon, because you are not taking any sort of Draco Meteor on Tinglu. Well, not that you're taking it, but it does get you pretty low. But that's why we do have, hopefully, we have enough special attack investment where we do one Steel Beam into Tachyon Cutter is able to KO Terra Fairy Tinglu if it gets to that point. Might be a little overkill because this is calc for Assault Vest Terra Fairy, which is something I myself use in some of my Tinglu sets for this regulation. But moving on, we have our kind of like our last resort if Koraidon is like a challenge in the first couple of matches. We do have Encore Fake Tears, along with Max Defense, Max HP, Rocky Helmet. If Koraidon decides to Flare Blitz our Wigglytuff, it will still live on 1 HP, can maybe get an Encore or a Fake Tears off for one of our other Mons. And then Koraidon is still taking about 50 to 60% recoil damage from our Wigglytuff. We also do have Frisk just to be able to catch out any of those items that we aren't sure of. But yeah, this was week one of the PCPL Gibble League, as they would call it, Draft League, and I hope we do good this week. Thank you. And we'll be going right into the game. Alright, welcome to week one of the PCPL. We're up against gotta get the battle. Jared, or Jay, decides to pick up pick the rules. We'll get right into it. So week 1, we do have our draft here with Miraidon for draft and everything else to round it out. The mons you see at the bottom of the screen are going to be the mons I'm bringing into this match. Our opponent is going to be centered around a Koraidon team, so hopefully this will be alright. What do we got? There it is. Good luck, have fun. Oh, Venusaur Rabombi. So this is about half what I expected. So, looks good. I think my plan here, always, is to lead these two. Oh, it looks like he doesn't really have anything that's faster than my Driftblim besides Chlorophyll Venusaur. What do we want? Back. That Duskull's kind of scary. I do like Crown here, but I will bring hands this first match just to scout out for some things. Mainly because this Rabombi is green, so I do have Brick Break on my hands. I did kind of prep for that, but we'll get to that. Alright, let's see how this goes. Koraidon Gouging Fire. So we are always going to be faster. So we are faster here. I'm unsure of what he wants to do with this thing here. With the Koraidon, so I will first just... I'm just gonna Draco into the Koraidon, and then we will go for the Rain Dance. The only way my Miraidon dies here is if he does go for the double into thing with the 2 Dragon moves. Very unlikely. He does just go for the Protect, makes a safe play, that's fine. But we are gonna make it rain. And he does get the Protect off. Now, we will see here. He does go for the Snarl. Ooh, that is very annoying. I did not expect that. Let's do a Scouter here. We have Tailwind, we have Shadow Ball. I wish I kind of had Volt Switch now. One thing I could think of him going for is maybe a Dragon move, but we have still things, so... I'm actually just going to go for Electro Drift into this, and then we are going to go for the... For the Strength on one thing. We do get the Predict on something coming out here. It is Ting off. Fuck, it's not really... That is not what we want to see. Let's go for the Heat Crash. This is not going to do anything. actually want to get the prediction right. You might try to just reset the weather here. But this Tinglu is an issue for me right now. Fortunately, I didn't get any Habanberry activates. But at least it kind of conserves it for next round. We do go for the Terra here. Does he withdraw? You go for the Burning Bulwark, that's fine. I had to go for Rain Death, expecting. I want to say this is still going to do about... Damn, that does nothing! But we do go to thing, and then we are going to set up... I am going to set up Tillin here. We do gotta reset this, but we do get the necessary chip on this Tinglu. I want to say that damage is... let's see. So Terra Water... Terra Water, Terra Blast. We were -1 special defense. This Tinglu is an issue right now, unfortunately. But so is our Driftblim. Our Driftblim is just doing so much work right now. That's gonna do nothing. The rain does stop. And the train is also gone. But we're just gonna keep going for this. He does withdraw his Gouging Fire. Goes in to Koraidon. He does withdraw his Tinglu. That's pretty interesting. Into Venusaur. We got special attack drop? We do not. So unless it's just Terrifier, Choice Specs, Weather Ball, they cannot KO my Driftblim here. Obviously, they can still crit me here, which would be very unfortunate. But we do have a very, very bulky Driftblim. If they are going to bring this roster, I do think we are fine with what we have. Oh, so we are faster than his Venusaur in Chlorophyll? That's kind of interesting. Go for the Giga Drift. That does fuck all. That is crazy.
So we are... Oh, we have Tailwind, I forgot. I think we just go for a Fake Out here and just go for the Strength Staff into the Koraidon. There is nothing wrong with doing this play. Fortunately, the Koraidon is now faster than my Ursaluna in Trick Room. Or not Trick Room, faster than my Ursaluna in Tailwind. But we can stall out a turn here. This Koraidon shouldn't... Yeah, so they are just going to go into probably Gouging Fire here. Yeah. Question is this clear? I don't think this is clear on a Koraidon. Yeah. Hmm. So it is leftovers on this gouging. But this is a long game one. Holy. They could... they could have swapped into... They could swap Venusaur in here, but we do get Chip in, and Gouging Fire isn't really doing any damage to us back. I still just don't want to risk a low kick into a Burning Bulwark. That would actually be abysmal. Go for another Flame Charge. This is not going to do any damage. We do get the Strength Staff off. Oh, it is Clear Amulet. But we do still get the healing, which is interesting. And he gets the Howl off. We do get the low kick. Low kick, so another low kick will do enough to KO Koraidon here. And I don't think he gets anything that will KO us back. We're just gonna go for Strength Up into Gouging Fire here. They didn't bring over Bombi, which is interesting. I think if I lead... do the same lead again, I just Draco into Gouging Fire. His only moves are probably fighting. Go for the Protect, which is fine. Maybe he goes for another attack. Raise? Goes for another Howl. Keep in mind, this is Koraidon that is +2 attack and +2 thing. We should have another turn of Rain Dance, right? Well, we will see. Koraidon has to go for a +2 Collision Course or Close Combat into our Iron Hands. If it... I don't think it KOs. I'm gonna be so for real. I do not think it KOs. +2 into Iron Hands. Bulky attacker. Collision Course does not. It's a 25% chance to KO. Did they go for a double protect? Oh, they went for a double protect. That's interesting, to say the least. And just like that, we do not need Rain on the field anymore. Our hands, it does have 65 speed right now, so if we do Tailwind, we could actually be faster than their Venusaur. Or even just a Tinglu, yeah. They have not carried down this Tinglu. But it's fine. We just click low kick into it. We just keep strength staffing the Tinglu, or not the Tinglu, the Gouging Fire pretty much here. Man, this is such a long game one. I did not realize how fucking much special attackers I had on my team until now. But to be fair, my entire draft is pretty much special attackers, so there's nothing I can do about that. But nope, we're not gonna see any terrors out for the Tinglu. He goes for another Howl. It doesn't matter here because Loki is probably gonna kill. Yeah, low kick will kill Tinglu here. I shouldn't do this in the dog. I feel like he does go for the Earth Power, so we will bring in Ursaluna here, and we will just go for the... There's no weather right now. We will go for Tailwind here. But oh my god, this Driftblim is disgusting. Arnance is 2-0, Rhydon's... They could have gone for a... Go for the Burning Bulwark, which is fine. They could go for Giga Drain. I don't think Giga Drain KOs. It could KO here, actually. Go for the Growth. That is crazy. We're just gonna go for Blood Moon into... We'll bring in Moran on here, actually. We've got a fast bear. He does go for the Terra, okay. I'm assuming this is going to be Terra on the... Gouging Fire? Oh, Venusaur! It is Terra Poison. That's interesting. We're just going to KO this with Blood Moon. And... who's there? Just like that, we will get the game here. Oh, they took too much time and they ran out of... That is interesting. But I don't think he would have won anyways. But that first battle was crazy. Who would I drop? I think the Driftblim, if they want to stop the Driftblim, they're probably gonna have to bring like Rabombi. So I think we do bring this guy instead. And then we always gotta bring we always gotta bring Hands regardless, just because of their Tinglu. I think our lead matchup is fine regardless. Now that I know that I'm actually faster than their Venusaur in Sun. Actually, no, that's not true, because last time I was... But they don't know that, actually. Hold on, they don't know that. I had Tailwind up. That's why I was faster than their Venusaur. But besides the point. But yeah, I will make the adjustment to bring in Crown here. I do think Crown can pick up... would have been able to pick up some KOs a lot sooner than Blood Moon, and also because I'm not locked into anything. We have Steel Beam Life Orb Crown, which is disgusting in my opinion. But I do think they're going to bring Rabombi here. I think the Rabombi may have some type of disruption against my, what's it called, Driftblim.
Game 2.
So we don't know their Terror type on their Koraidon. Last time it was Koraidon versus Thing, they just... but they're just going to be the same lead matchup. I'm actually just going to Draco the... I am going to Draco the... Gouging Fire. I don't think he thinks I'm prioritizing this. And I'm always fine with Koraidon going for a Dragon type move. It's clear ammo, so I don't think they are... Scale Shot? We always just go for that into... We'll go for Draco into the Gouging Fire. The Gouging Fire was a big issue last time. They do need to withdraw Koraidon. I want to see this is going to be Tinglu coming out. Actually, it's Dustclop. Interesting. This is the adjustment he made. Which is kind of interesting. He does realize I am holding the Habanberry. Well, I did go for Draco Meteor into the Gouging Fire. And this is going to pick up the one-hit KO. Now, I am going to assume he's going to go for the Trick Room here on the Dustclops. But there is no Gouging Fire. So just bringing Koraidon. I do want to just bring out Cans. And Orca does come back out. We could just reset this, which is fine with me. And then we will bring in... Ooh, what do we got here? We will bring in our Iron Hands. If they do want to go for Trick Room or anything like that, they aren't going to get much value. The only issue I have is that it is Will-O-Wisp on this Dustclops. It could pose some bit of issues. You do withdraw the Koraidon again. We are probably either going to see Tinglu here or Rabombi. We do see the Tinglu coming out. I want to hope that this is Terra Fairy on the Tinglu. Because Steel Beam is a 2-ko. He goes for the Taunt. But I don't think it matters. Like, I just... Got some chip on this Dustclop. Did you go for the low kick? This is gonna do shit on that. Oh, it just outgoes. Okay. Hands does pick up the Oko. And you go for the Will-O-Wisp. Don't think it matters. We are still taunted though. Question is, if you do have to go for some... They probably have to go for a Flame Charge here. Ooh, it's gonna do a lot of damage, because my HP stat is... How much longer am I taunted? I have one more turn of taunt left. He is faster. We are just gonna go for Protect, just to be safe. We do still have Terra Water Crown in the back. But I think we should be fine. This also just... Well, this does help me know if I am faster than the Koraidon next turn. If you do Terra... There's probably Terra onto the Koraidon. It's gonna probably be Terra Fire. We see the Terra Fire come out. That makes sense. Don't go for Flame Charge. Did you go for Flare Blitz into our Miraidon? Which means they are faster. Icy Wind. Interesting. Electric Turn does disappear. What is my Terra type? I am just Terra Ghost, okay. Okay, he trolled. Unless Draco Meter misses here, we do get the KO. Yeah, we just get the KO here. The crit does not matter. And Dustbox has no real way of winning this final thing. I think it's probably just Pain Split with Taunt and Trick Room. And it just goes for the Taunt, yeah. So, we do win in 2 straight sets, which is very nice. We only lose 1 Mon this entire match. And we will just go for the double here. This is going to do 0 damage. Science. No, he ain't ready for this, though. Jeez, we do damage. That's crazy. Alright. And we will get the dub here. Let's go. So we do win week 1 with against Jay, a Koraidon team. Arguably a pretty bad matchup, I would say, for myself. And we will get another KO. Miraidon getting 2 KOs in this next game. Iron Hand's getting 1. And let's see, Miraidon getting 1. Okay, got 2 actually. Miraidon getting 2, Iron Hands getting 1, and then our Iron Crown getting 1 at the end there. Driftblim. And that will be the end of our first week. We do get the victory, going a clean 2-0, only losing 1 Mon. And next week, we are going to be versing. Let me check out who we are versing next week in terms of restricted. And we will be versing. I will get it right now. Week 2, we are going to be versing Indignado. What is the fucking first pick Cali Ice team? Alright.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.